Hi Tarot friends, it's Jade here with Tarot Your Truth, and today we are talking about the moon. On the screen here you see the Rider-Waite-Smith version of the moon. I'm sorry if my little froggy here is hiding part of the name. So in this series, if you haven't been here before, this is a series where I walk through the tarot one card at a time, and I talk about the traditional meanings for these cards, as well as show many other different decks, artwork and whatnot from about 40 other cards. And we'll walk through some of the meanings of those. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this. We'll start with the Rider-Waite-Smith, and from the Kitchen Table Tarot, the card for this is, the meaning is, I am wary. This card is about intuition, but not the good kind. The feeling you get just before you get in an accident. Something is coming and it's not good. The way the path is illuminated is creepy, and you can't see well enough to make your own path. You have to trust someone else to make decisions for you. You're not going to like the process. When this comes up in a reading, one of the things to consider is that sometimes we're scared for a reason. Sometimes there's someone down the road with bad intentions. Sometimes it's not just a cold. It's worse. Not knowing, not being able to control a single thing, this is fear. On the shadow side, mental health issues, depression, letting fear completely paralyze you. Fear has won. Time to trust your instincts. So I find this pretty interesting because this is not all the moon means to me. Sometimes, like we said, just because the way might not be illuminated, it might seem creepy, we can't see well enough, but that doesn't mean that things are necessarily bad up ahead. Sometimes it just means that you do need to look to your dreams, look to your intuition, look to your higher self for advice on how to move forward. Another source says darkness magnifies fears and danger, harsh reality, disillusionment. And on the flip side, peace follows a difficult period. All right, so that is the RWS meaning. Like I said, I don't disagree with it, but there's definitely parts I think that are missing from there. Let's look at some other cards. This is the Art History for Past Lives deck. The Zombie Tarot. Let's see what that one says, actually. Deception, secrets, intuition. The midnight sun erases the doubts and fears that could cloud the mind and allows the subconscious to explore possibilities through dreams. That little bird flying to freedom may hold the key to your problems. Watch for symbols while you sleep. This is a time to trust your instincts and intuition. The Tarot de la Nuit. I'm going to read that one. Overcoming fears and fantasies, facing the dark side of the moon in one's soul. Intuition. She represents your inner shadows, the paths your soul is wandering along when fear blocks you. The light of the moon tells us it is time to free ourselves from our anxiety and bad thoughts. Dig into your soul. Go find the hidden truths. Go find your hidden truths. The weeds and all the things that curb and restrain your own self. Make them surface, look them in the eyes so they'll no longer haunt you. Illusions, fantasies, idealizations must not guide you anymore. Intuition is a must. So I do love that. Santa Muerte. The Housewives Tarot. The Revelations. Right side up. And upside down. The Aquarius Tarot. The Muse. I love that card. I also really enjoy this one. The Moon by the ETA. The Dame Darcy. The Mermaid Tarot. Let's see what this one says. This is the Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson. Okay. Have you ever walked the shoreline under the full moon and watched as the moonbeams dance and sway within the rolling waves, only to disappear once they hit shore? It's like watching a magical underwater light show. If you watch from a certain angle, the waves look alive. The truth is that they are simply answering the siren song, spreading her energy and carrying her frequencies to all. Under the light of the moon, it looks so spectacular. Yet, what happens under the blanket of darkness looks very different from what happens in the broad daylight. In the dark, we find more space for our imaginations to run wild, allowing us to lose all sense of perception and see things that would not be visible under the sun's intense rays. In reverse, are you scared of the dark? Many people resist looking into the darkness, scared of what they might find, the sounds they hear. Noise behaves differently at night and can make you believe things that aren't true, which might be why you are currently hiding under the covers, waiting for the light to return. The problem is that night falls every 24 hours, so you are eventually going to have to take a look around and see what exactly has you so spooked. Gilded Everyday Witch. I love this little kitty cat sees a jaguar. The Vice Versa. And in reverse. Love it. The Game of Thrones. The Deviant Moon. Let's see what this one has to say. Let's, if I can find the little booklet here. Okay. The Deviant Moon casts its powerful influence over the city, controlling minds like a puppeteer. The upright meaning, brainwashing, dark influences, trickery, illusion, subconscious control. And in reverse, avoiding reality, strange forces, delusional thoughts, lies, and despair. The Rackham Tarot. Going to move those out of the way. Hidden Realms. Teramuha. Joie de vivre. Let's see what that one says. Emotions influence intuition, cycles, dreams. Listen carefully to your inner wisdom. It will help interpret veiled messages from the unconscious and will shine light on higher levels of understanding. Journey into your soul and unearth your anxieties and fears. Release them so that they no longer haunt you. The only way out is through, and the moon's mysterious light can help you reclaim your true spirit. Trust your intuition as you walk your path and create a life of your imagination and design. Magic is within. On the reverse side, bad judgment, lies, suppression of intuition. I love this card there, the artwork. This is the Wild Unknown. Crystal Visions. Mystic Mondays. Dark Mansion. Pagan Otherworlds, the Crow Tarot, the New Mythic, Mystical Manga. I love this one, the Chicoli, Shadowscapes. Just for fun, the Spirit of Halloween. And, oops, sorry, the last RWS one is also a deck I adore called the Next World Tarot. All right. And let's look at the Marseilles and Ancient Italian. There's a Sopraffino. You'll see a lot of similarities. I'll show that one in a second. This is the Tarot Classic. And let's just see what Mr. Kaplan has to say in Tarot Classic. He says, deception, twilight, obscurity, trickery, dishonesty, disillusionment, danger, error, caution, warning, bad influence, ulterior motives, insincerity, false friends, selfishness, deceit, double dealing, craftiness, false pretenses, disgrace, slander, libel, being taken advantage of, an insincere relationship, superficiality, unknown enemies, the meeting of many divergent influences, falling into a trap, being misled, failure to avoid the dangers which surround. The chance of making an error is very great. The many different surrounding influences will combine into new pressures and impressions. On the reverse, it means a minor deception recognized before damage is done, trifling mistakes, overcoming bad temptations, gain without paying the price, taking advantage of someone. So there are a few nuances there, but in general they tend to mean fairly similar things. That is the Tattoo Tarot. And finally the one JJ Swiss, and I just want to look quickly at what that one says. Caution, danger, scandal, error, disillusionment, deception. So a lot of disillusionment, deception, taking advantage of situations in this card. Obviously, the specific meaning will depend on your particular question and your intuition, but for the most part, they're fairly consistent with just a few nuances here and there. But this card actually I find very interesting. I'm not sure why it's sort of broken in half and exactly where is this part. I kind of get the feeling that this is a blow up of somewhere in here, but I'm not sure exactly where that is. Anyway, we will come back the next time with the Sun, which is card 19. We're almost to the end of the major arcana. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's certainly helping me to get a good grasp of what the card meanings can be depending on the situation. I hope it helps some of you as well. If you like this video, please do hit the like and subscribe button down below, and please also join the conversation. I'd love to hear how the moon has shown up for you in readings. Until the next time, my friends, tarot your truth.